Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Can we have a roll call, Bob?
Mayor Brandt.
Here.
President Capobianco.
Here.
Vice President Skrobak.
Here.
Mr. Bull.
Here.
DiDomenico. Mrs. Haynes.
Here.
Mr. McCleary.
Here.
Mrs. Sweeney.
Here.
Chief McKeown.
Here.
Mr. Will.
Here.
Ms. Catania.
Here.
Mrs. DiLorenzo Rossi.
Here.
Ms. Hattie.
Here.
Ms. Rivera.
Here.
Ms. Valenti.
Here.
You good?
Okay. Mayor Brandt, you want to swear in our new officer?
Yes.
Was it? She's going to try. Okay. And if she fails, you accept it.
So I had the pleasure of giving a brief
Hey.
swearing in to Officer Nagel so she could do her training. You can stand here with us. I'm going to read the entire oath so that I don't lose my place and that Officer Nagel doesn't lose her place either. I, Alexis Nagel, do solemnly swear that I will support, obey, and defend the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, the laws of Pennsylvania, and the ordinances and regulations of Parkside Borough. I also swear that I will uphold, obey, and enforce the law without consideration to a person's race, color, sex, religious creed, sexual orientation, age, national origin, ancestry, handicap, or disability. I will perform the duties of patrol officer in the Borough of Parkside with fidelity and honor to the best of my abilities, so help me God. Thank you.
Can we get a picture of everybody?
Do you want me in this too, or just check with the family?
Yeah.
Pat's taking up the whole picture.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Welcome aboard.
There you go.
Congratulations.
Okay. I will entertain a motion to accept the February 26th council meeting minutes.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Correspondence.
I have two. I have an acknowledgement from the Costigans for the sympathy snack basket that the Borough Council sent. When Ryan passed. In order to do that. Also, I have here the annual request from the Aston Public Library for a donation. In the past, the borough has donated $100.
What do you say there, Councilman Ball?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Call to citizens, agenda-related items only. Hearing none. President's report.
There has been some discussion regarding the renewal of a lease for the ballot drop-off box, which is out front here. Given that the polling location has been relocated to the Parkside Elementary School, which is within close proximity to the current drop box, I do not see a justified need to renew the lease at this time. Those who do not wish to vote in person may use a mail-in ballot, which can be sent to the post office. I spoken to Election Director James Allen, and he was informed that the council president was not going to sign this lease. Each time an elected official contacts our professional staff, it costs taxpayer money and affects our budget. With the budget already tight in March, we cannot afford unnecessary or frivolous spending. Elected officials are directed to refrain from contacting professional staff unless necessary and authorized. All inquiries should first be directed at fellow council members to determine if the matter can be resolved without staff involvement. For the residents who do not know what the mayor's duties are, I'm going to summarize them for you. The mayor's responsibilities are specific to law enforcement and do not extend into council administration. It's important that these roles and boundaries are respected. Taxpayer funds allocated for public safety must be used responsibly. Priority should be given ensuring constant police patrol coverage on weekends and expected by the residents who fund these services. You can find this on section 1028 of the Borough Code. On a happier note, I would like to congratulate Vice President Skrobak on her appointment to presidency at the Parkside Firehouse.
Thank you.
Other than that,
Thank
I report general progress. Finance. Welcome back, Doug.
Oh, perfect. Thank you. Thank you, Madam President. This is the Brinker Simpson Treasurer's Report to the Borough of Parkside dated March 12, 2026, for the meeting March 18, 2026. All bank accounts are reconciled through February 28, 2026, and we are including the bank reconciliations and statements for all reconciled funds for council's approval. We are also including in this report the monthly transaction report for the firehouse expenses. General fund for the month of February, $42,902.33 was deposited into TD Bank. Expenses of $106,053.38 were paid. During this time, $63,156.87 deposits were received into the Sharon Bank General Fund account, with $49,873.38 of disbursements that were made. This included payroll and related expenses in the amount of $42,457.94. Year-to-date interest income across all accounts totals $2,439. The cash report for February 28th, general account, TD Bank, $64,162.13. General account, Sharon Bank, $158,405.24. General account, Pliget, $304,786.05. Remaining accounts have been reconciled with relatively de minimis funds, but supported. With that, I would like to make a motion to accept the treasurer's report for February.
Second.
Any questions on the motion? All in favor? All opposed?
Abstain for payment to the fire company bills.
I will abstain also.
We're gonna
Can I have a roll call, please?
do the bill. This is the treasurer's report.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we'll do the bill now.
Said including the bills, so that's what threw me off. I'm sorry.
Motion carries. We had a second.
Carries?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. President. Moving along, I would like to make a motion to pay the bills.
Second.
Any questions on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?
Abstain.
Abstain. Roll call, please.
Mr. Bullock.
Yes.
Mr. Bianco.
Abstain.
Mrs. Haynes.
Abstain.
Mr. McCleary.
Aye.
Yep.
Mrs. Skrobak.
Abstain.
Mrs. Sweeney.
Yes.
Thank you. Moving along to the open space report, I will report general progress. I believe there was an issue with one of the homes that are adjacent to it, but I believe that matter is being handled, and have not heard anything else about that. So that's perfect. Yeah, so that's what that's all for. And then give it another week or so, and I'll try to figure out a way to get down there and do a solid evaluation of the trees and see about finding somebody to do the mulch in the exercise stations that we talked about over the winter time. With that, thank you.
Thank you, Councilman. Councilwoman Sweeney, do we have a recreation report?
I do. For recreation, on March 14th, we held our Me and My VIP dance, and it was a wonderful success. I want to thank our dedicated volunteers, Sue Dolan, Crystal Morris, Kim Roman, Allison Giannakis, Kathy Ricchetti, Jude Sounders, and Mike Sweeney for their hard work. And special thanks to Mayor Nadine Brandt, Council President Capobianco, and Fire Chief Laney for their awesome support. Thank you to the residents also who joined us and made the evening so special. Our Recreation Chair, Minnie DiDomenico, was unable to attend. We missed her and wished her a speedy recovery. Our next event is the annual Easter egg hunt, which will be held at the Woodlot on April 4th at 12 p.m. We're once again asking for volunteers to help make this day special for our children. Our next Recreation Committee meeting will take place on April 1st at 6:30 p.m. at the Borough Building. We will be preparing the eggs and briefly reviewing the upcoming events. And that's all I have.
Thank you, Councilwoman. Vice President Skrobak.
Thank you, Mr. President. For police public safety report, I met with Chief McKeown just to touch into on some things about personnel issues. But other than that, general progress.
Great.
May I go on
Yes, you may.
to code enforcement? Received a report from Mr. Bender, and he did 35 rental inspections, 2 violations he had, but they have been complied with. That's all I have for code enforcement. May I go on
Yes,
to
you
ordinances?
may.
All right, so for this next motion is to adopt ordinance number 587, providing additional and amended regulations for amusement devices. Before we have that vote, I would like our solicitor to elaborate more on that and explain it further.
Yes, thank you, Madam Vice President, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. As the public and council may be aware, there has been a proliferation of skill games operating in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, in bars and takeout restaurants, gas stations, convenience stores, laundromats, smoke shops, veterans halls, etc., etc., etc. Skill games look like slot machines, but a player's outcome is determined by some level of skill rather than chance. Accordingly, they are not defined as gaming devices or gambling devices and fall outside of gaming laws. Currently, there is no statewide regulation or taxation. Owners do not have to pay a tax on the revenue earned. However, local municipalities such as Parkside Borough have the authority to regulate skill games under their general police powers and can require establishments operating these machines to register them with the borough and pay an annual per-machine license fee to the borough. Accordingly, I recommend that council vote this evening to adopt the ordinance that is before it that includes those provisions that I have indicated.
Okay, thank you. So I would like to make the motion to adopt ordinance number 587.
Second.
Any questions on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.
And that's all I have.
Thank you, Vice President. Moving on to license inspection, Councilwoman Haynes.
Thank you, Mr. President. Licenses and inspections are done by Lisa Catania. Did we have anything this month for licenses and inspections?
I do not, and if you want to report, we do typically do monthly reports. We just hadn't been asked to do one. So I'll have, actually, my brother, Charles Catania Jr., is actually a BCO for the town. So it'll come from our licenses and inspections department.
Cool.
Okay?
That's all I
We'll
have
do
for
that.
Thank you, Lisa.
May I move on to communications?
Yes.
Newsletter will be printed. There was a delay because there was an empty third page, and as we know, pages have two sides, and I needed 4 pages to have it printed. But I reached out to the school who gave me some things, and that's going to get printed this week. That's all I have.
Thank you, Councilwoman. Councilwoman Sweeney.
Thank you, Mr. President. For trash, the waste collection total for February was 76.63 tons, and for recycling, it was 13.74 tons. I did receive a resident complaint regarding a trash can that had been marked to take the trash, but they did not take it, I think, twice. So I did contact our representative at B&L to address the issue. And as a reminder, residents can report missed pickups directly through the B&L disposable website. At the very bottom of the page, it says missing pickup, and you would just click that link and it will give you 3 options for submitting a report. Should I move on to Hometown Heroes?
Yes,
Thank you.
yes.
And for Hometown Heroes, just basically general progress. I'm just working on the flyer for it and the new order form.
Thank you, Councilwoman. Councilman McCleary.
Thank you, Mr. President. Public Works, everyone's aware we had a water break here earlier in the winter, and we got foundation issues. I know Lisa Catania is one to speak about that later in our report, so I'll just table that for now. And it looks like I got a motion to adopt the 2026 County Aid Resolution and Application.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.
That's all I got.
Yes, you may.
All right, Junior Council, I spoke to the ladies over there, and we're all going to come to the next rec meeting and see what we can do to help out. And they also have some ideas on what they want to work on, and we can talk about it at the next rec meeting. And other than that, no progress.
Thank you, Councilman. Mayor Brandt.
Hello. Hi. I have the police report from the chief. For our crimes reported, we have a total of 7. Theft is 1, receiving stolen property 1, disorderly conduct 1, threats 1, harassment 1, noise complaint 1, and borough ordinance 1. 157 calls for service, with the most prevalent being a building and area check, 39 calls, medical 15, domestic calls 4, suspicious conditions 5, criminal investigations 4, auto accidents 2, motor vehicle stops 30, 19 citations, and 15 warnings. I do have another note to read from the chief with the passing of the corporal. We extend our sincere condolences to the family of Corporal Timothy O'Connor Jr. and to the men and women of the Pennsylvania State Police. Corporal O'Connor, a dedicated 15-year veteran, was assigned to Troop J, Embryville Station, was shot and killed in the line of duty on March 8th, 2026, during a routine traffic stop in West Calm Township. He had responded to reports of an erratic driver, and upon approaching the vehicle near the intersection of Route 10 and Michael Road, he was fatally shot. At the end of February, we had the honor of swearing in our newest part-time police officer, Officer Nagel. She has successfully completed all required field training hours, and she has begun covering the open weekend shifts. We're pleased to welcome her to the team and appreciate her commitment to serving our community. And so far, I've heard really good reports from everybody. Police team is also finalizing their training hours for another trainee, and they're currently processing 2 additional applications. Their goal is to continue strengthening the department and ensuring we are fully staffed to meet the community's needs. And for the Morton Police Department, they have joined them to secure funding for a traffic enforcement grant. If successful, the grant will help enhance the roadway safety and support targeted enforcement efforts. And a last note, as the warmer weather approaches and more children are outside playing, we'd like to remind all drivers to use extra caution. Stop signs are not optional. Please slow down and come to a complete stop at every intersection. For the safety of our community, our officers will be strictly enforcing stop sign violations. If I could have a moment to address our president about the comments made. The chief and I have been talking about the financial situation for bringing in more police and things. This is very new to me because all of the discussions happened in the years before I was here. So in my brief understanding of things, the funds were not available to make everything complete as the chief would like for the force. So it is being considered and will be presented when all the ducks are in a row. And I also wanted to comment back to you that I do know my place in council. I know you and I butt heads constantly, and I would love that to end. I do not recommend how you should vote on things. I stay out of your legislative issues. I think what brought upon your comment was that I saw something that should have been put on the meeting agenda for a vote, and it wasn't. So I called attention to it. I did not tell you my personal thoughts on how the vote should be carried or anything. I just thought it should be there for all of council to vote on, because one person does not vote for all of council. One person might speak out the vote, but you all have to talk about it, even if it's for 30 seconds. It shouldn't be hidden or brushed under the rug or just like, I got this, I'm voting on it. It's my choice. That's what I meant. So I don't know if you're going to vote on it now, but there is a deadline. So I'll kick it back to you. Thank you.
Thank you for your report. With that being said, Bob, moving forward, please be reminded that council email distribution is limited to council members only for the purpose of internal legislation discussions. So any emails go to council, nobody else. With that being said, let's see, tax collector, Mr. Fritze.
How's everybody doing tonight?
Good.
All right, this is the report. The evening treasurer has received a total of $266,050.99 to date. There was $218,166.83 in revenue deposits from February 17, 2026 to March 17, 2026.
Thank you, sir.
I have a question for council. The past couple of years, I've worked a Saturday towards the end of March to accept tax payments. Nobody came, but if you want to do it this year, I'll take a Saturday and I'll do it, but it's up to council whether you want it done or not. Like I said, the last 2 years we did it 24, 25, we might have one person come in.
You only had one person.
The fact that we had, we're open, if somebody wants to call and make an appointment for nights, that's fine, I'll do that too. If you want me to sit here for 4 hours on a Friday, I'm happy to, or on a Saturday, happy to do it, but I just don't know.
That was my next question, if whether there was any nighttime availability for people
Well,
that did
our
work.
hours are 8 to 2:30, but if you need something outside of those hours, call for an appointment. We've been that way for about a year and a half.
Right, right. So I would think that if you didn't have anyone show up on the Saturday, I'd be okay with, as long as there's evening appointments offered, then,
And it's not like the 31st is a Saturday or
Right.
Sunday. We have Monday and Tuesday.
Right. okay.
So I like my system.
Yes, go ahead.
I think that's all for
Go
now.
ahead. Yes, absolutely.
I just want to make a comment here. Anybody needs to get a hold of me, you know, if they can't get a hold of Bob,
Mm.
they can get a hold of me. If anybody like, you know, needs me to meet up with them for a tax payment or something like that, and drop something off. Even if it's on a Saturday or a Sunday, they can get a hold of me, my direct number. Just let me know.
Okay.
Sorry.
Thank you. Thank you. So
And
is
Bob-
Ca-
If it's like, if he's not around Saturdays, because sometimes I am, they call me, anybody call me and say, hey, I need you to meet me at Borough, I'll drop off tax payment, I can come in.
Does Bob, you have his number for that?
Actually, his number's on the website.
It is on the website. That was going to be my next question, scrolling down. Okay, good. Good, that's been updated and everything. Good.
Text me, whatever you want to do, that's my direct number.
Okay, perfect.
You know, Anybody, any resident wants to
Very nice
call
of
me
you
up,
for that. Okay,
leave a message saying, hey, I say, hey, reach it this time.
thank you.
Council agreed to Bob's suggestion?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes, yes, yes. Doug? Yes?
yes.
I mean, if nobody's coming, if he's gonna make, you know, if he's gonna make sure people can do their check,
Yep.
I don't know why he's gotta stay here the extra 4 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Much more here time.
Fire Marshal Mike Daly.
He's gonna check 3 boxes for you. Bing, bang, boom. So we had no fire-related incidents within the borough. We managed the storm again since our last meeting without fire incident. The residents did very well. We did have one incident. I was away and the deputy marshal handled the alarm sounding at the elementary school.
Mm-hmm.
He was in communication with me, and it was significant because the horn and the strobes and the horn would not silence. He reported to me that the motherboard was changed in the panel and all went back to normal without incident. I was away in Florida at a post-blast investigation class. Now I know if it blows up, how to handle that situation. The deputy marshal is also in training to become an expert fire investigator. I'm shepherding that training. He was out with me on a couple of different jobs in different areas. And he's taking his computer classes and so forth, and I'm monitoring that to bring him up to speed. He lacks inspection classes, and I'd like to look into getting that and getting him assigned to those classes in the near future. I don't know what the cost is, I'm just giving you a heads up for now. Box 2, the fire department report, he did not provide me any material or information for that. He turned it into the secretary.
You want to read it?
No. And did he do emergency management too? Okay, so progress in emergency management. Back to fire marshal, the commercial inspection forms were sent in. Been communicating with council and the secretary about updating the form for the benefit of the town, of the borough, and the commercial establishments. So I believe that's in progress. And that's all I have.
Thank you, Mr. Daly. Before we move on, I keep on looking at these 3 ladies over here. Do you have anything to say? Say it. I just overlooked you over here, and if you have something to say, please say it. Is there anything you want to say? Anything?
I gathered up some ideas that I talked to Mr. McCleary about, and we'll be discussing them during the next meeting, hopefully.
Okay. That's it? That's it? Okay, thank you. Let's,
Yeah.
yes, please.
Report for February, 6 building fires, 4 automatic fire alarm, 1 hazmat fuel spill, 1 accident with injury, 1 lift assist, 17 EMS, 4 public service, 1 gas leak, total of 35 calls.
Thank you for that report. Our engineer, Ms. Catania.
Thank you, Mr. President. Just a few things that are going on. The road program for 2026, now that we have the county aid application resolution, once I have it executed, I'll submit that to PennDOT through their dot grants portal. Our illustrious secretary will need to contact Public Works Department at the county to advise them that we are proposing to accept the 2026 county aid funds. And I need to find out from council, though, they will not accept. Yes, we're going to accept them. Is council proposing to do a road resurfacing program this year? You could also use the funds for salt or signage. It really depends on what you wish to do this year.
So what's council's pleasure?
Can we fix the lights on Edgemont Avenue?
The street lights
The
or
fancy
the
lights.
pedestrian lights? The pedestrian lights aren't working. I do not believe that is liquid fuels eligible. I'd have to check. There's a long list in
Can you
in
email
Pub
us what's
109.
eligible and we can take a look around?
Yeah,
That'd be great.
Is potholes?
it's actually online. It's just but I can
Potholes are eligible?
potholes are
'Cause
eligible.
we have a lot of, I just took a picture of one today on Elbon and Burden.
So what you would do
Yes.
it would be base repair and restoration.
And you stated signage as well, right?
Mm-hmm. So if there's stop signs or street name signs, they are eligible. If there's stormwater problems, depending on the cost, I don't know what, do you have a budget for what would be done for the 2026 road program? I figured you did. Sorry, Marcy. I should have, when I sent the email today, I should have suggested it.
We do have a lot of street signs missing.
Yeah,
A
that's
lot
what I
of
was
them.
thinking.
That's why I mentioned that, because I was thinking
Yeah,
as well.
and salt is eligible, so if you're gonna be buying salt,
Yeah, we use a lot.
right? So it may be that you don't do a road program this year that would typically be about $40,000 is a typical road program for Parkside. And you do some pothole repair, and you do some purchase of some signs and some salt. But whatever we're planning on utilizing it, we do need to let Public Works, Delaware County Public Works Office know.
Okay.
I say we do street signs, beautified Parkside,
And potholes.
And the potholes.
Definitely the potholes.
yeah, and street signs. You agree with that?
Yeah, absolutely.
26,000?
Nice about it.
Yep.
Can you repair curbs? Make any
I'll send that list out, but
Okay. You want the answer in the next council meeting?
now, we need to let, like, yeah, we're actually a month late. Originally, I changed the county aid resolution to this month, because it wasn't on the agenda last month.
So you need the answer now.
We need the answers as soon as possible.
Street,
Potholes.
You got
Yeah,
it?
those,
salt, yeah, street signs, potholes and salt.
yep, yes.
Potholes will always be with us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, if we do, Lisa, if we do
sorry.
street signs, can we do all the streets the same, the signs? Taking all ones down, there's some that still have them up, so it's uniform?
Yeah, I actually had a number from a bid that I did for street name signs. Let me see if I can find it and see how many we would need. Are you talking poles as well?
I don't think we need poles,
No.
just the street sign.
It's the clips in the sign,
Yeah,
probably.
yeah.
Okay.
And we have to find out about Forest View, how it's spelled.
Yeah.
You know what? I went on PennDOT's website. I don't have the deeds of dedication. But I went on PennDOT's website. There is a liquid fuels listing that is made up through, as roads are dedicated. This list was generated back in the 70s, actually, but obviously some of these roads are dedicated well before the 70s. Where I'm only finding it as 1R, and it's one word.
Okay.
The only thing that I could think of was to go back into some of our historic records we have Chester Baker plans, who was the surveyor and engineer in Chester City. And there's a lot of old maps. He was in Upland and he was in Chester. I don't believe he was here though. But just to take a look at them and see what was on there. But I don't want to waste time doing that, because my time is your money, right? So if we accept what is on the PennDOT liquid fuels listing, I would assume that is correct. All right.
So that's with the 1R or the 2Rs?
1R.
1R. So that,
Yeah.
the conundrum on that would be we have to do our ordinance over with the streets because it has 2 Rs in it.
Possibly, yes. Read the ordinance. But
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah. So you want to think about that. So you want to go with streets, potholes, and salt.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
So we do have a final draft plan for the Parks, Recreation, and Open Space Plan that we received the grant from Delaware County Greenways. We're waiting for one additional invoice. I still don't have any comments from Delaware County Planning Department on the actual plan that was submitted. So I still have to figure out why there's no formal. And my guess is when it got sent to the county, it didn't get sent with an application.
What does that mean?
So the planning department has an online application that you fill out. Any developer, when you're doing any kind of a subdivision ordinance, those types of ordinances, open spaces, you put an application in. I think when Collier sent it over, I do not believe that they sent it with an application. So they sent it to Michelle Signora, but it didn't go to the department that does the actual planning. So I'm gonna, Mike Lavetri is no longer in that department, who I had contacted a while back. He's doing environmental now, so within the planning department. So I have to see who's now in charge over there. The Greenways grant, I understand that the emergency apparatus, both the mayor and the secretary signed that grant agreement, so that's moving forward. I haven't gotten anything back from
Keystone?
Keystone.
Yeah, I was going to say that thing.
Our president's having an issue that the agreement doesn't come up when he logs in, so we're trying to get that resolved, and the analyst for the department kind of washed her hands of it.
Well, the woman that you're dealing with was so sweet too.
I didn't say that. Anyway, so, and then we did submit as well the FEMA annual floodplain report, the number of permits. It was very difficult to do, the number of permits in floodplain. Since your floodplain's like the size of a postage stamp, we didn't have any permits within in the floodplain, but we have to annually do that report, so that was submitted. The last thing, as was mentioned, back in March, our structural engineering consultant came to take a look at the building because we were seeing cracks, and noted that the piers, some of the piers were there were issues of holes by the piers. As things have gotten worse, Ryan came last week to take a look at what was going on. We had the opportunity, instead of having to crawl under the floor, to see what was going on because of the water break. And he went there, he went up, took a look at the floor, took a look at all the cracks, went up into the attic, and has done a report. What he's found, or what his recommendation is, and I don't have a cost estimated, I sent him, and he sent it this morning, and unfortunately it was like 4:30 when I got to read the report. He's looking at putting number one, I can tell you for a fact that there are more holes than were before. So we do have an animal intrusion problem under the building. They're burrowing under the building. You can see it along the side of the building, and then from the photos, there's more underneath the building. So we've got to take care of that problem. There are 7 piers that he would like to put to underpin utilizing helical piles, and they're really I don't know how, they're kind of like screws that go down and it'll attach to the pier to make sure they'll go down lower than the footing of the pier to stabilize the pier. And because of the unstable system, the building was kind of doing this, and it twisted some of the joists, hangers on the joists up in the ceiling. So he has a solution for that. That one's a pretty easy one. Take the hangers off, put new hangers on, screw the hangers in, and then there is a tension screw that he's suggesting on every other joist. The big cost, just from my very quick research that I went online and asked AI for numbers, because I don't have a cost estimate. I've not done helical piles to know, but each of the helical piles run about $3,000 a piece. So by the time we get this done, we can use a carpenter to do the work in the attic and the ceiling, but we're going to have somebody do the helical piles as well. I'm assuming we're going to be somewhere around $35,000 with this project, and that's again, like, kind of pulling it out of the air, because I'm looking at numbers that AI has generated from the internet. Okay, but I wanted to give you some idea of a number. I do have, I borrowed an extra copy of the report. I have one copy, and Bob has it and the chief has it if anybody's interested in going through it, taking a look at what's here.
I do.
Bob, can you send me a copy? Is the vertical policy, is this something that's going to be a problem 20 years from now, 30 years from now, or is it going to be a one and done?
If it doesn't get, so the one thing Ryan said is, we're not talking about structural failure, okay? But the longer you wait to do this, the worse it's going to get. There's more.
I'm saying the fix. Is the fix of, is it something we have to do every 20 years?
Oh, no. You want to give that one to Theo?
Insurance can't pick that up?
I don't know that.
I made a call to the insurance company. They haven't gotten back to me yet.
Yeah.
When I have that answer, I'll give it to you.
And now that I've spent a lot of your money, I can
thank you for
I
that.
can certainly answer any questions that anybody may have. Sorry.
Any questions for our engineer?
Edgemont Avenue, have you heard from Dena?
No, I called Mike and he didn't call me back, which is kind of odd.
We got a couple of significant potholes, and then we have the patch started.
I went over it last weekend and then again tonight. Yes,
Good reminder.
yes, it reminds me, yes.
Is they going to actually send over a quote?
He doesn't do he's a structural engineer, so he's doing the recommendation. We'll have to have a contractor. And we were just talking about the gentleman that is doing the work in the police station. If he is a carpenter and has his state contract license, he might be able to do this attic portion. I don't know whether he'd be able to do the helical piles. I was going, tomorrow I'm going to call a company that I know that does concrete piling, etc., and see if they do it or if they can give me some idea of who could do it. I left a message for Ryan this afternoon, or I didn't leave a message, I emailed him and asked him what the cost was, and I should have asked him for a list of contractors because they do this all the time. This isn't, I haven't done structural engineering since I left Sun in 1987. So it's been a long time that I haven't done structural engineering, nor do I want to pretend like I know everything about it anymore. So.
Okay. Marcy, can you email me some numbers, some options in case we do have to pay for this? It says around 35,000.
Okay.
Can you send me something that I can send out to council after I review it? What options do we have if we have to pay for it?
Budget. Got it.
Yes. All right. Thank you.
I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's why I'm going to say, please email me.
Sorry about
Thank
that.
you.
Yes, for sure.
Moving on to our solicitor's report. Mr. Wills.
Yes, thank you, Mr. President, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen, once again. The March 18th Solicitor's Report is as follows. Number one, the delinquent 2025 trash fee accounts. Again, on February the 24th, my office drafted and filed 12 municipal liens against property owners who have failed to pay their 2025 trash fee to the borough. Now, subsequent thereto, the borough has received payment from 5 property owners totaling $3,585. Now, all those municipal lien filings also included court costs, penalties and interest, and attorney's fees. So again, the delinquent property owners are paying those additional assessments. Number two, again, part-time police officer wages. We're hiring a part-time police officer this evening. As council shall recall, at last council meeting, it voted to approve a memorandum of understanding with the Fraternal Order of Police that amends the collective bargaining agreement to increase the wages for part-time police officers to $29 per hour effective June the 1st of 2026. Again, it is expected that that hourly wage increase will in fact incentivize a renewed interest for part-time police officer candidates for the borough. Now, I have sent to the Fraternal Order of Police Solicitor the signed memorandum that was signed by the council president and the borough secretary, and I am simply waiting for the appropriate FOP officials to countersign that document, and as soon as I have that, I will return it to the borough secretary. Number 3, statement of financial interest. I remind again all public officials, elected and appointed, including members of the Zoning Hearing Board, the Civil Service Commission, that they are required to file a statement of financial interest with the Borough Secretary's office on or before May the 1st of 2026 in compliance with the Pennsylvania Ethics Act. I know that this evening, both Ms. Catania and myself filed our ethics statement with our erstwhile Borough Secretary this evening. Number 4, right to know law request for 81 Park Valley Lane. Again, recently the borough has received a right to know request seeking a variety of records for the property at 81 Park Valley Lane that are simply not maintained on a municipal level. My office assisted the borough's open records officer in formulating a response denying the request in compliance with the right to know law, which provides that a municipality is not obligated to create a record to satisfy a requester where one does not exist, nor compile, maintain, format, or organize a record in a manner in which the borough does not currently compile, maintain, or organize that particular record. And finally, I note of the passing of the state trooper in Chester County. And it reminds all of us of just how dangerous it is to be a law enforcement officer in today's environment. Most police officers tell me there is no such thing as a routine traffic stop. Again, this traffic stop happened not in the city of Philadelphia. It didn't happen in an urban area. It happened in a beautiful rural section of Chester County. The police officer stopped an automobile for a traffic stop, went up to obtain the operator's driver's license and insurance card, and proceeded to be executed on the spot. Again, there is no such thing as a routine traffic stop, no matter where you are. And again, it just highlights, again, the dangerous job that all police officers today incur each and every day they are out on the streets. And with that comment, Mr. President, I can report general progress.
Thank you, Mr. Wills.
I have one comment with regards to the memorandum of understanding. The minutes, February minutes that were distributed, council has an error in it. It says the rate was raised from 26.
Oh,
It has since been corrected, formal copy to be posted to the web. We'll have the right number.
29.
I'm sorry, what did I say, 26 again?
Yep.
No, it was raised from 26 to 29, right? Okay, great.
It's up here, right?
It's,
Moving on, call to citizens. Hearing none. Any old business? Hearing none. Any new business? Hearing none. I will entertain.
I'm sorry. I wanted to speak. Before you finished, I didn't mean to interrupt your
Okay.
sentence.
Sure.
I just wanted to address council and ask why you are blocking me out of emails. How am I supposed to know what's going on?
Well, the thing is with that is you're in charge of the police department.
I know
This is, let me speak, this is council. So you have no authority over council, and these are council-related issues, so it only goes to council. We're not leaving you out. It's just you have no business of being in on council's decisions.
You want my signature on this, though, don't you?
You don't have to sign it if you don't want to.
I think I have to approve it.
It's up to you. You do what you want.
No, I don't want to do what I want. I want to do what is right.
You're not entitled to any council decisions here or emails.
Absolutely, and I don't want to be. I didn't run for council. I don't want to decide what you decide.
I gave you the answer, that's it. Anything else? Move on.
Mr. Wills,
Mr. Will has nothing to do with it.
I'm asking him if you are
No,
allowed to block me from receiving information.
I'm the president here. I'm putting in the order and saying that you can't do it. The only why Kim Roma got it was a privilege.
I don't know anything about her.
Oh, okay, I'm just letting you know, okay? Is that it?
I don't know, it just seems really off. Like, so this won't get approved?
It's up to you.
Why do you want to mess with me like that? Why does
Nobody's messing
council
with,
want to?
look, I'm not running the circus here. This is a professional meeting for the residents.
Absolutely.
Please move on. Any new business? Hearing none, I entertain a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion carries.
So for the buyer here,